Hi yogis, and welcome to another Yin Yoga class with Matt. I want to thank you for joining me today in this class. I had somehow of a stressful week, so this is going to be a good practice for me today. So before we get into doing the asanas, today we're going to really go inward and really connect with what's going on inside. So that's the whole purpose of today's class, to really relax and go inward. So to start off, we're gonna start with alternate nostril breathing. This is a very relaxing practice that allows you to let go of tension. So to do this, it's very easy. We're gonna take our left thumb and block our left nostril, and we're gonna inhale for a count of 5 through the right nostril. And then we're gonna block the right nostril and exhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching back, inhaling. And exhaling to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're gonna do it on our own. And our last one. Alright guys, so today you're going to need a bolster. If you don't have one, you can be imaginative and use pillows, but I would recommend you get a bolster, and I'm going to leave a link in the description on where to get it on Amazon. So today we're going to bring our hips to the bolster, and we're just going to lie down on our belly. We're going to bring our hands in front and just rest our head on. Just really letting go of everything and relaxing in this position. So really check in with yourself today and see how you can release tension throughout your body while connecting with your inner self through deep breathing. Yin Yoga is just about letting go and surrendering to the sensations and to what's going on inside of you in the moment. And from here, we're going to bring our hands by our side and just allowing gravity to pull it down. And from here, we're going to tuck our toes, bring our hands to the front, and move very slowly to our knees. And from here, we're going to move the bolster forward, putting our knees as wide as possible. We're going to collapse down into a wide knee child's pose. And right here, all I want you to do is breathe and surrender. Surrender to gravity, surrender to the universe, surrender to the sensations that are going through your body at this moment. And from here, we're going to slowly come up, walking our hands backwards and bringing our knees together. So we're going to bring back the bolster and we're going to bring it to about hip level. We're going to lower ourselves to the ground and get on our elbow. Holding our forehead, we're just gonna allow gravity to get us in this position right here. So this is a gentle stretch for the spine. And if you extend your elbows out a bit, it'll stretch your triceps. So we're just going to hold this, and if you want to meditate, this is a good position to really let go of any thoughts that are invading your mind at the moment. Ever since I discovered Yin Yoga, it's been my go-to, just to ease up any tension in my body and release any stress that I go through. This is such an amazing practice. No wonder tons of athletes are using Yin Yoga to relax and balance out their very active lifestyle with some Yin. And from here, we're going to bring our elbows down, and we're going to come somehow into a sphinx pose, resting our belly on the bolster and allowing our hips to become heavy and to push towards the ground. And from here, we're gonna tuck our toes and slowly come back to our knees. So we're gonna place the bolster aside for now and get in the middle of our mat. And from here, we're gonna bring our knees wide into frog pose for the inner hips. So we're gonna be lowering ourselves down to our forearms to start with. And we're gonna be holding this position. It's a really good one for the hips, and it feels really amazing to hold. And while deeply breathing and letting go of tension in your inner hips, we're gonna fold down on our forehead and extending our arms to the front, allowing our spine to have a natural and gentle curve while deepening the stretch of our inner groin. And from here, we're gonna walk our elbows back and our hands back slowly. Very gently coming up and bringing our knees back to center one at a time. Getting out of yin poses needs to always be very gently. Now we're going to take our bolster and we're going to place it in a 45-degree angle to the front. And this is where we're going to place our left leg in front of it, making an angle with our knee and resting our hip on the bolster. We're going to square off to the front. So this is pigeon pose. And from here, we're going to hold and lower ourselves down progressively as we can. So you should feel a nice, big, deep stretch in your left glute. And we're going to lower on our elbows. Allowing gravity to do the rest, while only noticing what's going on and not fighting the sensations that are feeling very alive at the moment. The lower you get to the ground, the deeper the stretch. So find your edge and hold it there. And we're going to slowly get up and get out of this position. Pushing our knee and bringing the bolster back in the middle. We're going to hold it and just wiggle our hips left to right. Let's get the blood flowing. Just wiggle your spine and your hips. And now we're going to do the same with the bolster, putting it in a 45-degree angle. We're going to bring our right leg in front of our bolster, placing our knee in the same angle, squaring off our hips, and lowering down into pigeon pose. Getting that nice deep stretch in our right glute. Once again, lowering ourselves as we feel more comfortable into the position. And from here, we're going to slowly come out and walk our hands back. And we're going to shift the bolster to the side, coming to our knees. Once again, holding the bolster, we're just going to wiggle our spine from left to right, left to right. From here, just place the bolster in front of you, coming to the back of the mat, touching your big toes behind you. Once again, we're going to go into wide knee child's pose, but this time around, we're going to bring our arms in the center between our legs, and we're going to shift our head to the right as to have a gentle stretch in the neck, closing our eyes and just sinking into this position. Just feel that tension dissipate throughout your neck as you keep breathing. We're going to shift our head to the left and allow gravity to give that nice stretch once again to our neck. And we're going to get our hands out of there, come back to the middle and slowly come out, bringing our knees back together. And from here, we're going to get onto our backs. Very gently. We're gonna get into one of my favorite positions for the side of your body. It's called the banana pose. So we're gonna lift up and shift our hips to the left of the mat while walking our feet towards the right. And we're gonna shift our upper body to the right as well. And to have a nicer stretch, we're gonna cross our left leg over our right heel. And we're gonna hold here. This should give you a nice stretch on the side of your ribs, all the way down to your hip and your IT band. And from here, we're gonna uncross our legs and very gently come back to center. Now we're gonna shift our hips to the right side of the mat, walking our legs to the left and crossing our right heel over our left one, twisting our upper body to the left. You can grab your elbows above your head, your forearms, whatever feels comfortable. Twisting your head to the left as well and holding the position. And from here, we're going to uncross our legs. Very gently bringing back our upper body and hips to the middle. And from here, we're going to grab our bolster. And we're going to use it to come into our final resting pose, Savasana. So getting off to our side and coming up to the seated position. We're going to place the bolster right at the base of our spine, and we're going to lower ourselves very gently all the way down to have this open heart, spine stretching Savasana. So you can hang in here for as long as you need and just take the time to absorb the various sensations that you are feeling now compared to when you started 45 minutes ago. I want to thank you for joining me on this practice today, and please subscribe to my channel that supports what I do.